Jamie, full time here at Meadow Park. We take all 3 points. We're heading away with a 1-0 win. First off, what were your thoughts on the performance over the 90 minutes?
Firstly, I'm obviously delighted with the result, but performance-wise, I thought the players were terrific. I think they deserve so much credit. I think defensively, much improved, and going forward, we carried a threat. I actually felt that we should have been one up before the goal that we got. I thought we had a wrongly disallowed goal, but in general, I think the pitch was difficult today. Obviously, it's been a tough few days weather-wise, but the players adapted really, really well, and they should be proud of their performance and their efforts. It
was quite a game at two halves, as you said, the weather-wise. They've had the wind with their back. First half, we had it the second half. If we look at the team itself, then obviously there was a few changes in the starting 11. One of them obviously was the new signing we announced this morning, which was Lewis Kinnaird. Was there any particular reason for your changes, or what was your thoughts behind it?
Both centre backs were actually unavailable to start the game this morning, but I think the two guys that came in done fantastically well. I think they defended very, very well. They organised, they communicated, they done everything that they've asked. And for Lewis Kinnaird to come in and meet his teammates an hour before kick-off and put a performance in like that, I think is terrific. So, other than that, I thought Big Jack McDowell came on and put a good shift in last week. He showed real hunger and enthusiasm. And then when Creed came on last week, come in and get the goal, and both have trained really well this week as well. So it's at the moment there's going to be changes. It's not always going to be the same. I'm going to need the whole squad, and as you've seen that when Brendan comes on and does a shift, and Gunnar comes on, gets the winner, and then some of the players as well. It's everybody's going to be required. So at times it'll be changing, but it's always having that plan behind it.
Just on players putting in a great shift. Sid's in the middle of the park. I think it was about the 87th minute. I think he did a 40-yard sprint. He kept the ball in, he's managed to get something out of it at the corner flag, and he's just collapsed in a heap. You've got these guys running through brick walls for you. Are you happy with that?
Since the day we came in, I think the response for the players has been brilliant. I said that to them at full time there. This is not anything that we've done since we came in. It's about their application and about their mentality, and it's been so strong since we came in that the response has been great. So it's just about trying to keep the players on side, which I want to make them happy. I want them to make me happy, and it all bodes well for the club. So it's just got to keep going, and we want it's. Last week's result and this week's result isn't enough. It's now about building momentum and keeping going.
Last week the bench played a vital part. Again today the bench played a vital part. Brendan came on, big target man, did what he was asked to do. Gunnar, however, one thing I did notice, he burst his backside to get on the end of that ball, put the ball in the back of the net, and moments later he's sliding in, making a last ditch tackle in a own 6-yard box, and he celebrated that tackle more than he did his goal. So as you say, the squad's going to take it all. So again, specifically Gunnar, were you happy with what he gave you when he came on?
Definitely, absolutely, because obviously he'd been disappointed not to start the game. Every player's disappointed not to start the game, but to come on with that attitude, that mentality, and show that at one part he's willing to go and get on the end of the ball, and at the other part put the work in as well. It's fantastic. But again, it just says so much about the group. I think you can see the guys coming off the bench last week and this week. They've not had a sulk or anything like that. They've come on and wanted to make an impact, and I felt that's where we had the real edge in the game today. We were together, and we were giving it everything, and I just thought we had that wee bit more in attack, and we looked as if, as I said, we should have been one ahead with Cree. But even at the start of the game, we had so many chances the first half hour that I was disappointed to come in at 0-0. But as I said, just with the whole group, it's so pleasing.
I'm part of the keepers union, and yes, you can make a mistake outside the box when you're a player playing outfield. However, today Barkley absolutely faultless. Came some great catches at vital points. Again, he was probably worth the goal to us today. So you're happy with his performance, considering he got caught in traffic. Obviously, following up yesterday's storm and got here quite late and didn't really get his proper warm up in.
I thought Big Jamie was fantastic. Honestly, I thought he was good last week. Brilliant this afternoon. I don't think he had there was many clear opportunities at him, but everything he had to do, he was clean and tidy. At any time there was a cross in the box, he came out. His kicking was good. Obviously he was under pressure early on, but apart from that, he was very good. He was composed, and I think we're starting to maybe see, the last 2 weeks anyway, starting to see a wee bit more positivity for him, and a bit more kind of composure in his performances. So I'm really happy with him, and hopefully we can get him to his best.
Just finally then, towards the end of the game, Renfrew went on an attack, and the players got into the 6-yard box, and he fell over his own feet, and the referees rightly gave him a yellow card. I suppose if it was at your end, we'd probably be calling for the penalty kick, but I've seen it back on the video and there's no contact. Are you happy to see referees starting to finally penalise players? Because the guy got a yellow card for diving, trying to cheat the referee. So are you happy to see that sort of thing come into the game, where the referees are starting to take action against that sort of behaviour?
If that's the case, aye. But I think, as I said to you before, I thought at the time it was a penalty. But I felt that would have been harshness because I didn't feel that they'd threatened us enough. So at the time you're going, aye, if it is a dive, then great, he's punished it and he's done well, but I do think throughout the whole game today the referee was a bit inconsistent with the decisions. I thought we were getting things that Renfrew weren't, and vice versa. So but as I said to you at the time, I did think it was a penalty, but if it's not, then I'm glad I'm glad either way, to be honest, that he didn't get it. So listen, all positive, and going forward it's good for us.
So with this calm down, we've got 2 training sessions to look forward to, and then next Saturday we're on the road. We're away to Thornywood. I always get these names mixed up. Thornywood United away, so you're looking forward to that fixture now?
I can't wait. Listen, do you know what? It's been so enjoyable, as I said. See the response to the players the last fortnight. I just feel they've been very, very upbeat. They've been willing to learn and take on board our ideas. And as I said, it's alright coming in with an idea, but the players put it into practice, and it's them that they deserve all the credit for the last 2 weeks, because they've been great in training and in the games. And it's alright me saying that, but I think everybody who's watching the games can see that they're giving it everything. The one thing that I said after following last week was about the cheapness of the goals, and we spoke about the distances out of possession, getting into this week's game, and I thought that's 2 of the major improvements you've seen in with the clean sheet. You can see that, as I said, we no real threat in our goal, so I'm really happy.
Super, but listen, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch up next week after the Thornywood game.
Thank you.